Good morning, everyone. The inspector back with you for another shave. I have like a good 3 days here, if not 4, but did my head shave because really needed that too. So I did that, and so we're down to the face shave. It's super early. We're like 3:25 in the morning. Couldn't sleep, so I got up and I had a lot of housekeeping stuff to do. Laura's supposed to come home today, so that's good, and we'll go from there. Let's get on to what we're going to use for the shave. Being, we're in the spring season, things are starting to bud here the last 3, 4, 5 days, right on target, so that's a great sign. It's supposed to get a little chillier a couple of days, but the weekend is supposed to. So once we get in the low mid 60s consistently, then we're on our way. So that being said, soap today, one of my favorite A&E soaps with the scent. Oh, it's like an homage to Irish Moose. If you guys remember that. Ariana and Evans, A&E, Emerald Moss, okay, very green, very excellent. You guys know how I like green scents and blue scents and all that stuff. So yeah, and then after we get out of the shower, we're gonna slap on some Emerald Moss aftershave splash and skin food. All right. Yeah, we're going to go with the Ariana and Evans synthetic brush. Whether you get this in synthetic, is super. Splays, creates lather like crazy. I don't know what kind of knot this is, but it's not as tight as some other knots, that are really tightly packed. But this splays and just creates a wonderful lather. Whether you get this or the 2-band Badger, they're both excellent. Nice, really good flow through on it. So flow through, the ability to release lather from the brush onto your face or head. Okay. We have that in our Halus neon green, keeping with the green theme. Inspector's Den on the back. Okay. We're going to use some Paresso Blue pre-shave before we start shaving. Yeah, we're going to finish it with the Thayers, of course. But the razor, some of you guys are familiar with this, maybe not. I like vintage razors a lot. I have a lot of them. I love every one that I have. You've seen it a lot on my channel. This is, this looks like a Gillette Slim Twist with the handle. I have one of those coming too, but this is a Czech version of that. It's the ASTRA 901. It's twist to open, non-adjustable. They made these a lot, and I know there's some on eBay if you want to get them. They're anywhere between 15, 20 bucks before shipping, maybe a little bit less than that in 1 or 2 instances, but this is a great example of one. It's just, it's flawless. Yeah, just looks like no wear on it whatsoever. We have third use of Gillette PermaSharp. Yeah, and these razors are going to produce a mild shave, and which is just fine with me. No qualms about that. So that being said, we washed our face out before. We're going to add some water to it, get it going. And our pre-shave, do the lather, do the shave. Okay. So I love the Paresso Blue is my favorite out of whether it be the cream, the pre-shave. So we have a fair amount in my hand. I'm really gonna work it in. On mustache, we're just gonna probably do a 1 pass still. To be on the safe side. because this is still healing up underneath. And that's gonna take a while, and whatever it is, that's okay. Now, I just put this on with, just a tiny bit of moisture on my face. If you want, you can add a few drops of water to thin it out just a tad, and it will get a little slicker because of that. So, and you're prepping your face, your skin also, along with your beard. You want to get those nice and hydrated, soft, so they can shave a lot easier, a lot more comfortable. Okay, so that's done. We're going to take our brush and we're going to run it under water, shake out most of it so we have damp water, dampness in the brush rather, and we're going to start in. This is a fairly soft soap, which I love. Peter soaps, I know right off the bat, they could take a lot of water. So it might take more water than usual, than you're usually using for it. Just add it a little bit at a time. Don't do too much, because you don't want to all of a sudden drown out your soap. So you want to go nice and slow and gauge it that way, okay? You always start, I think, with a paste on your lather, and yeah, this can really take a decent amount of water here, but still working it in slowly. Yeah, a little bit more, why not? Want to get most of that, if not all that soap, off the bottom of the bowl, on the sides of the bowl and into my brush. All right, and this is just wonderful. Oh, this is awesome. All right, so here we go. We'll shut off the water and apply. Wow. Yeah, I haven't used this soap in quite a while. I think this is only the second time I'm actually using it, but oh, awesome. Totally awesome. You could say, look at that lather. It's just so, and if you want to, you could add more water than what I did, It's up to you. Whatever gets you the best results, do it. Okay. We're going to heat up the blade, and we are going to get shaving here. Peter is in the process of coming out with some more creams and stuff like that. So I do have an order from his coming probably within the next couple of days from Connecticut, and yeah, this is nice and mild, but I like it. For me, it's not only how it shaves, but it's the whole thing. Especially, I'm big on handles. As you guys probably found out, handle goes a long way in dictating, how I feel in part about a razor. And wow, this is extremely smooth here. It's on par with your regular Gillette Super Speeds. So if you want to check into this, there's about 3 or 4 of these on eBay right now. Last time I checked, which is like yesterday or so. Most of these, the one I saw, it said 1979 on it. One of them on eBay. So, and I think this is pretty amazing. You guys, some of you younger guys don't know, but Czechoslovakia back in the 70s until the early 90s was communist, okay? And so it's sort of amazing that, you know, under that system that they produced a razor like this. They patterned this probably after the English Gillette Slim Twist, but you rarely see these on the forums. You just go on eBay. The trick is just to make sure you're getting, you know, it in the condition that you want it to be in. I've been pretty lucky on the whole with eBay. Once you know, what you should be paying and condition of the razors, how you want it. But not everything has to be grade A. If you want to get like a fat handle tech that has some, plating off of it, you may want to consider replating it if you want to use, just keep it. But it's up to you. Razor Emporium being one of them. I'm just going to do, like I said, one pass here. Go across. On the bottom. All right. Nice. All right, now we're going to do this side. We're going to be careful. Go lightly. I'm just basically laying the razor down on my skin. All right, so nice, very nice. Okay, we'll rinse. Oh, yeah. Plenty of slickness off of the pre-shave and the soap both. And Peter's soaps I love them, but they're like in my top 3 because they just have a silkiness to them. When I put the brush on my face, I could feel it, how it's running across my skin. Post-shave feel is always excellent too. The soap base, I think this is the Ultima base if I'm not mistaken. It's hard to believe that you can improve upon this base that he has here. I mean, I know he's constantly rethinking things, and which is great. It's a great thing. All right, we'll go against the grain. So you can, with this razor, you can just basically go on cruise control here for the most part. You still have to pay attention to what you're doing, because any razor can cut you if you're not careful. I'm gonna go light underneath the chin right here, sensitive. All right, and then I'm gonna just work my way up. Now here's a little weeper on the. That's why you got to be careful, especially if if you had stitches, you know, it's still a little tender on top there and on the bottom and underneath. So, but no big deal for that. You know, it'd be foolish to try to go against the grain on this side, you know. It would just be that so foolish to do it. There's no need for it. All right. So, cruising. Yeah, I don't feel any more here, so do the other side. All right, up the sides here. Nice. And after, this is the third shave on this PermaSharp. You know, they're just, you know, my all-time favorite blade. I know you guys, some of you guys feel the same way. Out of all the blades on the market, I've never heard about someone not liking a PermaSharp. It just, it's over 10 years. On the forums, conversations with people. It's amazing, because usually you get a couple of detractors, you know, but I haven't heard of anybody yet. 10 years, so. Just gonna buff. Okay. Come across here. Get the cross grain stuff. And then I'll come straight up. So, covering all bases here. I don't know what kind of blades they had in Czechoslovakia back in the 70s. That'd be interesting. I'm not really up on that sort of thing. So yeah, this is a copy of a Gillette English slim twist with the white handle. Yeah, very slick look. I'm going over it, and it just glides. Just on residual slickness alone. Okay, so I'm gonna rinse the razor off. We're gonna dry that later on off camera. I still got plenty in the bowl. I mean, in the brush. Look, if I wanted to do a fourth pass, and you know, be cognizant that between passes, your soap can dry up a little bit, but you just add a little bit of more moisture to it. Okay, like I'm doing here. I'm going to just show you. Just by adding a touch more water and agitation, you could see, and yeah, it just goes on and on and on with this. It's ridiculous. I maybe put a little bit too much soap in my bowl, but you know, every soap is different. When I use Peter's soap, I know it can take a lot of water. And I know you don't have to use as much to get, you know, the lather going. I always use more soap than I need, but with his especially, it's duly noted. Okay, so now we lathered up our face, but you can see, okay, so slick. You guys saw it didn't dissipate with this soap. So, all right. So if you guys like even like green Irish tweed, you've never tried Irish mousse, but you like that sort of you know, green Irish tweed type of scent that you're maybe more familiar with. In the same vein, family is like an Irish Spring soap type of thing. So and you get pretty darn good deals on this stuff, especially if you're in the club that I am. It's $12.95 for a 6-month membership, and you know, if you place 2 orders in 6 months, you know, depending on the size of the order, of course, it pays for itself. So plus more information coming up on Peter's meetup at his showroom on May 4th. Okay, so we're gonna, it took me a while to get the soap and slip this off my face. Yeah. And that was much needed and flawless job. Okay. Flawless job. All right, so you saw what we used. We're going to use the Emerald Moss Splash A&E. The soap was totally excellent. The ASTRA, Czech ASTRA 901 vintage version, copy clone of like a Gillette Slim Twist with the handle. Handle is slightly different on the Slim Twist. It's a little more chunky and a little more angled, I think, but excellent. Ariana and Evans synthetic brush, Hayless bowl, neon specters down on the bottom. Let's run in the Thayers before we conclude here. Wow, nice. Do the head too, since we did our head shave, and that'll calm that down. And yeah, you could feel it. You definitely can. When you get a really close shave, you can feel it a little bit of stinging going on, and it's working its way in and calming down that skin. Okay, so what I'll probably do is after I apply the Emerald Moss aftershave, I'll finish up with the PAA Irish Springs balm to finish up, just to seal everything in, moisture. Okay, guys, that is it. It's it's about 24 minutes almost. Pretty good. All right. Thank you for being with me on this early morning. Definitely by 7, 8 in the morning, this should be uploaded. Okay, so questions, comments down below. Till next time, this has been the Inspector. Have a great day.